Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the University of Alaska Fairbanks, day number 2 of the Denali State Bank Ice Block Classic. Match number 2 on this second day of action will feature the Florida Southern College Moccasins, and they'll be taking on the Alaska Anchorage Seawolves. We're going to meet our starting lineups real quick. And welcome back as we get ready for game number 2, day number 2 of the Denali State Bank Ice Block Classic. Beautiful day here in Fairbanks. Looking outside, very sunny. Supposed to get up in the mid to upper 60s. So I know you folks down in Florida that may be tuning in, we're like, you'll probably take that with the heat and humidity you guys have down there right now. So second day, and we've got the Alaska Anchorage Seawolves coming in with an 8-0 mark into the tournament. They came in 7-0 yesterday, a straight set win in the opening game of the tournament, and Florida Southern coming in with a 3-1 mark. The Seawolves in the green and yellow, and the Moccasins, calling them Mocs for short, in the blue. Check all the lineups, make sure everybody's in that's supposed to be in, and we'll get ready to get this one underway. And everything is lined up, and here we go. The Moccasins will start out this match serving. Seawolves now on the attack. Block of the net goes off Seawolves. Point. SFU. Just underway. Dumped in here by the Moccasins. Now Anchorage looking to attack and sending that one long is Eve Stevens, a 6'1 senior from Palmer, Alaska. 2-0 early, Florida Southern. Tough serve, handled by the Seawolves, and now they're on the attack, and they get it to fall through the block. Nice swing by Isabel Evans. Back to serve now for Anchorage, Ellen Floyd, 5'10 senior from Pensacola, Florida. Nanooks were down in Anchorage last week. Seawolves went 4-0 in the tournament. Nanooks went 3-1. Alaska last night with a 3-1 victory over Black Hills State. So just 2 games last night, but 5 today and 5 tomorrow for the 3-day Labor Day tournament. And a clean kill for Lisa Janet. Makes it 3-2. And Moccasins. We're a little bit behind on the game schedule as we went 4 in our last match between Black Hills State and Arkansas Fort Smith. And that one finds the hardwood. Nobody able to get to that, makes it a 2-point Moccasin lead. Mackenzie Peterman, the 6-foot junior. Serves a line drive, back set, up off the block, and it stays in and good. So again, this is the Moccasins' first match of the tournament. Black Hills State already with 2 to their credit. They had the late game last night with the Nanooks. Took 4 to finish that one. And then they were in another 4-setter earlier that was back and forth with 25 or 27-25 scores, 25-23. And then Arkansas Fort Smith pulls out the last set, 25-14. 5-3 Moccasins. Moccasins head coach Chris Keene. Nice serve, but able to handle it and just get it across. Now this would be a good opportunity for the Seawolves, and they capitalize on it on another clean hit kill by Eve Stevens. You can follow along with updated stats at AlaskaNanooks.com. And that one gets through for Emma Shaddix. Chris Green in his 15th season for the Seawolves. Stacy Meisner, his assistant coach for the past 6. And that one off the handle of the barrow for the Moccasins, point Seawolves. Nice layout on that one. Can they get it across? A nice one-handed save from the backcourt for Anchorage. Trying to push it through the defenders. They send it back in. That one up and over the top. Thought about putting the kill down. And there's a swing from Allie Travis. That puts her squad up by 2 again. Emma Shattuck's back to serve, 6-foot grad student from Jupiter, Florida. And they continue on. 3-point Moccasin lead. Talked to Alaska head coach Brian Scott after their win last night. And these turnips are good for tuning up lineups, seeing which lineups play well together. Players fighting for positions. Side out Anchorage. Far set, big kill, dug out in the back, they're going to say, into the net. For the Moccasins, now a 1-point Florida Southern lead. Boy, coming up swinging is Allie Travis again, and gets it to fall. 9-7, Travis to serve. That one just a little out of the range for Beatrice Formilian from Santorso, Italy. Seawolves looking to tie here. That one with authority. Gets past Riley Plumhoff. And that one comes up with an ace for the Moccasins. Morgan Word, the 5'11 freshman. Another line driver. But Anchorage able to do something with it with a kill. Lisa Janet. Point Moccasins as it goes off the block of the Seawolves and out wide. Now Mika Garza, 5'6" senior from San Antonio. Gets it just on the line for an ace. One of those tough ones. Do you go for it or hope that your thoughts that it's going to go long pay off? But that one catches the end of the line. And good. Tough one, but doing a great job by Ellen Floyd. Is able to get it across, and then Moccasins unable to handle it. Well, in this tournament, teams will start in their respective conference play. Nanooks get the first 2 games here at home to start out their GNAC season. Florida in the Sunshine State Conference, which sounds about right. Three-point Moccasin lead. Leah One-Eye to serve. Yeah, making short work of that one is Madison Fowler, a 6-foot sophomore. Got some height on this Moccasins team. A 6'2" player, 2 6'1s, 3 6-footers. Now with a chance on the offense come the Seawolves, and they dump it in off the fingertips of Eve Stevens. And putting that one into the net is Stevens after coming up with a great kill. 4-point differential here, opening set. Game number 2 of the Denali State Bank Ice Block Classic. A lot of great local sponsors here in Fairbanks. Part of Alaska Nanook Athletics. And putting that one in with a surface error into the net is Emma Shaddix. Seawolves to the serve. Middle attack goes long. A little too strong by Peterman. And now Anchorage back within 2. Kind of been stuck here, 2-1, 2-1. Unable to get a tie yet. Digging that one out, keeping it alive and laying out for it is Peterman. A shot up off the heel. Barrow laying out. Let's see if Chris Keene for Florida saying someone from the Seawolves is in the net, and he's going to get the call and the point and the side out, and that'll send Allie Travis back behind the service line. That one from Patterson goes right into the wall of Moccasins, and head coach Chris Green going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. 18-14, Moccasins on top. First time out in the match taken here by the Seawolves. Trailing by 4 in the opening set, 18-14. Allie Travis to serve again. And again, same play there by Patterson, unable to get it through the blockers. Florida Southern doing a good job over there on that side. Patterson trying to go through him. And now 5-point FSC lead. Nice dig by the Seawolves. This time up and over. But an opportunity for Peterman, digging it out in the back. Stevens. And another clean one right there. Bea Formillion putting that one down. Travis again. Moccasins first to 20. Biggest lead in the, or biggest deficit for the Seawolves in the tournament. And making quick work of that is Anaya Grigsby, the 5'10 sophomore. First time we've called her number, from Greenville, North Carolina. And a little bit off the set, and the delivery unable to handle it is Mackenzie Peterman. And a side out over to the Seawolves. Trailing by 4. Peterman puts it into the blockers, and the Seawolves knock that out wide. 5-point Mock lead. Timeout here on the floor as Anchorage takes their second timeout, down by 6. Seawolves out of timeouts here in the opening set. Florida Southern yet to use one, leading by 6, 22-16. Yeah, they get that one, 23-16 now, 2 points away from the opening set. Seawolves, if I'm not mistaken, have not dropped a set. Everything has been sweeps for them on the season with that 8-0 mark. Opportunity Anchorage, and that one gets in. See if they can run off a couple here. Nanooks and Seawolves will not meet in the tournament, and they did not meet when Fairbanks was there last weekend. Peterman puts it up and over the top. Seawolves now on the attack. Coming up for him, getting that is Up high off the blockers, and it falls in for a point Seawolves. Now a 5-point lead. Peterman goes up big, but Janet right there to deny it. 1 point at a time here for the Seawolves. And a timeout taken here by Florida Southern, leading 23-19 in the first set. Moccasins will break the huddle quickly. Anchorage will use up every little bit of it, down by 4. On a 2-point run here, looking to keep this first set going. Free ball for the Seawolves, and they capitalize through Isabel Evans. Now draws Anchorage within 3. Ellen Floyd. Tough one for Peterman. And she's just going to knock it to the backcourt. Anchorage again on the attack, and they score again. Evans. Boy, and quickly over to the table is Chris Keene, and he is going to take his second timeout as his team now starting to face a surging Seawolf team. We'll take a timeout as well. 23-21 now, opening set. Both teams use both their timeouts here in the opening set. 23-21, Anchorage now on a 4-point run. See if they can keep it going here off the good serving by Ellen Floyd. And it just goes long. Service error, so the timeout ices Floyd just enough to send it back, and that'll bring up set point for the Moccasins. Costly error right there by UAA. Now on the attack, going to have to go from the backcourt. Here come the Moccasins. Anchorage with a good chance. Nice effort by FSC, just unable to get it across. 2-point lead, second match or set point coming up for the Moccasins. Madison Galloway, 5'4" freshman from Pensacola, Florida, back to serve. Back set, Peterman comes up big, and the first set will go to FSC 25-22. Seawolves with a nice effort there to come back in on that one. So the Moccasins take the first set and lead 1-0. We'll take a 2.5-minute timeout and bring it back here to Fairbanks for more of the Denali State Bank Ice Block Classic. And we're back as we get ready for the start of the second set here. Florida Southern with a 25-22 opening set victory, now leading 1-0. Seawolves will start on the serve, and FSC, comes right back up firing. This time through Morgan Word. Seawolves last night with a 3-0 win over Findlay to start the tournament out. And now another clean kill here for the Mocs. Man, good job by Florida Southern keeping that one alive. Big opportunity here, and able to dig it in the back. It's Word. One eye. Laying out for it up off the top of the net. They got a chance at it. Two Moccasins almost collide, and here comes a big opportunity, and the Seawolves get it to go to get their first point. Two-one. Madison Galloway back to serve for Anchorage. Nice now the UAA Seawolves hockey program is going to be back this year. Bring back the Governor's Cup. Last year I did not have a program, so Fairbanks still an independent. This year, Governor's Cup returns for Alaska hockey. Trying to dump that one in, and let's see, point Seawolves. Double hit is going to go on the Moccasins. 2-2 tie. The Nanooks from Fairbanks here started their season out over in Hawaii. First match of the season, they knocked off the number 25 seed in the nation in Chaminade, but Chaminade repaid that one later on in that trip. And then Fairbanks, after it was 4 games over in Hawaii, came back to Alaska and stopped in Anchorage and played in their invitational last weekend. Seawolves get the point. Ties it at 3. Leah One-Eye will serve. Each team will get 4 games in this tournament. Pushed back, and then a little jump set. Timing off just a little bit for the Seawolves, and here comes Peterman. Sends it back to Luiani. Nice save. Can they get that one? Nice. Getting the spatula underneath it for the Seawolves. Nicole Blue. And laying out is Ellen Floyd. Moccasins, boy, they come up with some big digs, and now you've got Mackenzie Peterman swinging away and scoring, putting her team back up by 1. And she'll be the server. And Anchorage will pay that one right back through Isabel Evans, 6'3" sophomore out of Corvallis, Montana. Played at Williston State in North Dakota before coming to Alaska. And comes up with an ace for the Seawolves to take a 1-point lead. Eve Stevens again. Nice line drive served down the line. Staying on the service line, Leoani digs that one out. Here's the set, here comes the kill, and it stays in for Blue. 2-point Anchorage lead. Chris Keene very active over there on his team's sideline. Off-speed serve. Peterman getting to the right spot, but that comes off the ceiling awful quick. And now Anchorage finds themselves up by 3, trailing by 1 set though. Miscommunication back there, able to keep it. And the Seawolves are the ones who end up falling victim to the miscommunication on that point. Looks like the Moccasins were out of sorts as both players going for it. Somehow they able to get it to drop. 7-5 Anchorage. Blue goes for it. Up off the net and unable to keep it in. Nice effort by Travis. Anchorage back up by 3. Riley Plumhoff playing for her hometown university. Product of Diamond High School. That one gets a good bounce off the top of the net. Allie Travis one-hands it in. And that one, hot shot coming down to Ellen Floyd. Mackenzie Peterman now with 6 kills in the contest. Eve Stevens for the Seawolves with 7. Lisa John-A with 6 for Anchorage. Take a look at some of our other categories here throughout the set. And let's see, out is the call. Chris Keene doesn't look like he's going to argue it. Two-point Seawolf lead on the attack. Boom. Power shot with another kill. There's Morgan Word. Big block by the Moccasins up off the net. Tapping it in, just kind of hanging up on the net. Word able to dig it off, and point Seawolves. And we're going to get a challenge here on the floor. First challenge put in this match, and it's 10-8 UAA. Some of the challenges have been taking a little bit of time with the internet connection is not the greatest here at the Patty Center. So hopefully this one will go relatively quick. Point will go to the Moccasins, and that will tie us at 9 off the review. Allie Travis again to serve. Timeout here on the floor by UAA, their first one, trailing by 1 here and down 1 set to love. Back out of the Seawolf timeout. 10-9, Florida Southern with the serve. And that'll get you pumped up after a timeout. A big kill from Lisa Jeannet. Ellen Floyd sends it right back long. Substitutions in for the Moccasins. And there's a big kill for Mariah Young, tied at 11. Moccasins get that one. I think it's right behind the goal. Yeah. That's going to go well long. Stevens. Tied at 12. Makana. Imanaki to serve. Or excuse me. That's Talia Leoani. She gets it to go. Seawolves find themselves back up by 1. Back and forth we go on this one. And I think they might redo that one. Nope, because we had a ball loose on the floor. I don't know if the Anchorage player got distracted by it, but point will go to the Moccasins. Boy, tie after tie after tie right now. And breaking that tie is Emma Shaddix for the Moccasins. Attack from the back. Good dig, and they're able to keep it alive. Put it in deep to the Seawolves. And that one goes out wide. Tied again at 15. Well, tied her first time at 15, but tied again in this second set. This will be Riley Plumhoff. 5'5" sophomore out of Anchorage. And that's going to go out wide off the kill attempt. Seawolves back on top by 1. And into the net right there, a little bit short. Allows the Moccasins to tie at 16. Emma Shaddix, grad student from Jupiter, Florida. Peterman is having a great match again, able to save it. Again, puts it up, free ball almost here for Anchorage. And that one, too much for Morgan Word to handle. But wow, Mackenzie Peterman came up big on that series. Anchorage hard fought point right there. Now on top by 1. Unable to get to enjoy that lead very long are the Seawolves. Moccasins tie it. And another kill for Jeannet. Anchorage would like to get a little distance here. And that one finds the floor of the Alaska Airlines Gymnasium. Ties it up at 18. Boy, this one has been back and forth. And Anchorage will get that one. Now see if they can do something with this 1-point lead. They've been just going back and forth. Boom, look out when she gets in the zone. Peterman again. Tied at 19. Anchorage capitalizes through Stevens. Peterman and Eve Stevens both with 12 kills in the match thus far. And that one goes out long. Tied at 20. And Seawolves get to 21 first. Great job by the Seawolves. See if Blue can handle it. Blocked back in. Seawolves just settle with dumping it in. And it goes wide off the block, and we're tied again, this time at 21. And we got a timeout here on the floor. Anchorage burns up their last timeout, trailing by 1, 22-21, second set. Anchorage down 1-0. Back out of the timeout, and Florida Southern comes up with it, now up by 2. Anchorage needs a stop big time right now. Really be a great time for a service there. Not going to get it that way. Going to have to work for it. Blue, back to Peterman, digs it out. Up off the heel, Anchorage keeps it alive. Now see if they can do something with it. Nice dig by Vermillion. And that one gets through the Seawolf blockers to bring up set point. Seawolves getting tested in this one. Set point number 1. Blue starts out the offense. And Anchorage fights one off. Through the kill by Isabel Evans. And Florida Southern will take a timeout, so will we. Set point number 2 coming up here from Fairbanks. Back out of the moccasin timeout. Anchorage will serve. Nicole Blue 5'9" sophomore from Cerritos, California. Trying to keep set number 2 going. Fighting that one off the block. Man, again, Peterman doing everything for the Moccasins. Still alive. Can they get to it? Peterman goes for it. Can she do it? And it just comes up short. Man, and she was hustling over there as well. Wolves fight off a second set point. Third one. Blue gets the serve in. Peterman laying out. Leoana. And they tie it at 24. Erasing 3 set points to tie it up at 24. Blue with some clutch serves for her team in the in the yellow and green, and another timeout taken here by head coach Chris Keene. Both teams out of timeouts. We're tied at 24 in the second set. Back out of the timeout, tied at 24. Great job of serving by Nicole Blue. Fight off 3 set points and get them tied up here at 24. See if she can keep it going and try to take this set. And too strong by Allie Travix, and now that'll bring up set point number 4. 25-24. Moccasins. Well, this will be a good test for Chris Green's squad here. Still alive. Moccasins with a big opportunity. Dump it in. Here comes Anchorage. And they send it out wide, and 26-24 your final for set number 2. Anchorage down 2 sets to love here as we get 5 minutes up on the clock, so we'll take a break, and when we come back, see if the Moccasins can get the broom out for the sweep here. More volleyball coming up from Fairbanks at the Denali National Bank Ice Block Classic. Denali State Bank. All right, we are back here with Florida Southern College, the Moccasins, with a 2-love lead here as we go into the third set, and FSC will serve. That second set back and forth. Anchorage, boy, having all kinds of problems. They need to get up here at the front. Boy, she got 5 minutes of rest and comes back out firing through Mackenzie Peterman. Peterman now with 12 kills, but Eve Stevens leading everybody for the Seawolves with 15. Morgan Word with 2 aces through 2 sets. A couple other players with 1 apiece. Ooh, watch out, right off the side of the face of Morgan Word, kind of walked into that one. 2-1 Seawolves with Floyd serving. And that one, knuckleballs in. Let's see, are they going to ask to review it? And he's reaching for the card. It looked like it knuckleballed in, so we're going to get another challenge here that the call was good. And I believe he is going to say he saw it out. So we'll go to the instant replay. We'll get our decision here, and hopefully it'll be another quick one here. All right, and we are back here. Internet glitches here took us off the event, so now we got it back up here. Left you with a 2-1 UAA lead, and now it's 18-13. Seawolves mentioned that they needed to get some separation, and finally starting to get a little bit of separation, at least in this one. So 18-13 here in the third set. Seawolves trail 2 sets to love. And just like that, Florida Southern will come right back into it. Opportunity goes off the fingers of the Seawolf blockers. 5-point lead now down to 3 for Anchorage. And the name we've called a bunch. As Mackenzie Peterman back to serve. She delivers a line drive ace. Too hot for Leoani to handle. And that is going to bring a timeout here for Anchorage. Both teams now with 1 timeout left here in the third set. 18-16 Seawolves. But Seawolves trailing 2 sets to love. Back out of the Seawolf timeout. Peterman on the serve, and a big kill right when Anchorage needed that one through. Eve Stevens puts Anchorage back up by 3. Stevens will do the serving. Pushes him back on the attack, and that's a clean kill for Emma Shaddix. And let's see, we're going to get a challenge again. So we'll take another timeout here as they go to the challenge. Challenge being brought up by Florida Southern. call will go Moccasins' way, and they'll go back to serve here with Bea Formilian. And let's see, they still talk it over here. 19-17 as it stands right now. Seawolves up by 2, trailing 2 sets to love. Here comes Blue. Big opportunity right now for the Mocs. Anchorage clean again for Eve Stevens. Stevens now with 20 kills, leading both teams. Mackenzie Peterman with 16. Test. All right. All right, we got the feedback here. We'll see how long it will stay. Having some technical difficulties here. Seawolves take that third set, 25-17, to make it a 2-1 Florida Southern Moccasin lead. Seawolves will start out the fourth set serving. So got the separation that they needed to get their first set. Comes in that third set for Anchorage. See if they can ride that wave right now with some momentum. See if we can keep the stream going throughout this one, and they start out right into the net. So not to set you, or not to start you want. And Florida Southern comes out to start the fourth set with momentum. 2-0 Mock lead. Head coach Brian Scott for the Nanooks watching a lot of volleyball today. And Eve Stevens gets that one to go. Florida Southern set lead. And off the Seawolves out. Peterman continues on her kills. Peterman was 17 in the game so far in the match. 22 for Eve Stevens. Peterman gets a piece of that one and sends it way into the bench here for the Seawolves. Taking a look at assists. Mika Garza with 36 and Ellen Floyd with 47 for Anchorage. And Anchorage unable to get that one on the block. Now down by 2. Leah Wanai leading in assists for Anchorage with 17. 13 for Bea Formilian. Seawolves with the point and the serve now. Peterman for FSC in the kill department. Blue timed that layout perfectly. And too strong going into the blockers is Morgan Word. Five, 3. Got to get it across, and it goes. And but moccasins. Six, 3. Seawolves were hoping to carry some of that momentum of that third set victory. Instead, it's been all moccasins. Now Seawolves get it back, and Riley Plumhoff will go back to serve. Point Seawolves. Double hit. Going to go on Florida. Six, 5. Fourth set. Second fourth setter of the afternoon, or of the tournament. We started at 9:30 this morning. Peterman goes out. Boy, it almost had a little hook on it. Seawolves will take it, and now they're tied at 6 in this fourth set. Coach Chris Green calls in the play. Set up perfectly by Anchorage on that set. Pullman delivers, as does Allie Travis. Seeing a wide open spot and getting it is Lisa Jeannet. Saw something she liked and took it. Next game coming up after this one will be Arkansas Fort Smith taking on the University of Findlay. See if Seawolves can string together a couple here. Moccasins say no. One point, Anchorage lead. Boy, that's a nice hit from deep. And dumping it in, finding the campfire, Isabel Evans. Anchorage doing a great job. On those digs, 2 big kill attempts. He's going to punch it, and it goes out. Nice try by Ellen Floyd. Now it makes it a 1-point Anchorage lead. Seawolves again go with the hot hand, and Eva Stevens. 23 for her now in the kill department. There's Blue. Setting up Peterman, and she gets it through the block. It goes out wide. And now Moccasins right back in it, trailing by 1 in the 4th, leading 2-1. And Anchorage comes up big down the middle. Tough serve to handle, and they're able to somehow get it out of there in 3. And dumping it in quickly is Ellen Floyd. Gives the Seawolves a 3-point lead. Point for the Moccasins. Seawolves looking to force a 5th and deciding set. Well done, 2 moving players for the Seawolves. But Eve Stevens will get credited with that kill. There's Blue, gets it blocked right down. Back to her feet. Now 2-point Seawolf lead. Wow, hang time for Stevens with yet another kill. .23 for her. Mackenzie Peterman with 19 for the Moccasins. Yeah, we're going to be behind. Our next game was supposed to start at 2:30. We're going to have a 40-minute between each match, so we'll see what time that 7:30 match starts tonight. And it stays in. Chris Green looking at it, and he's like, not going to challenge. He's right there on top of it. Now just hanging on to the slightest lead, 1-pointer. Getting it back and over the top of everybody is Emma Patterson. Seawolves leading kills 62-49. Also leading in attack errors 17-13. But total attacks 141-132. And that one sails long. And again, Moccasins will side out down by 1, 16-15. Fourth set. And nice swing, Janet comes in. Both teams still have both of their timeouts here in this fourth set. Peterman adds to her totals. She's now at 20. 25 for Stevens, 20 for Peterman. And nice effort by Plumhoff, but just unable to slide underneath that one. Now we're tied at 17. Consistence, what a word for Florida Southern. And that goes long, and now Moccasins back up by 1. And a timeout taken by head coach Chris Green. That's his first, so we'll take a break as well. 18-17 FSC here from Fairbanks. And we're back out of the Seawolf timeout, 18-17. Moccasins with the serve. And that goes just long. Back to a tie, 18 all. And that'll put Madison Galloway in the server position. Seawolves with a big kill. As back and forth we go. Again, just too strong. It's Mackenzie Peterman. Kill now back to serve as we're tied at 19 in the fourth set. Peterman on the near sideline. It's a tough for Leowane. They're just going to have to dig it in. And Madison Fowler gets the Moccasins to 21st and puts them up by 1. And the Nanooks, or excuse me, the Seawolves will take the service error, ties it at 20. Boy, Chris Keene really moving around a bunch over there on that sideline. Good layout by the Seawolves. Stevens keeps it in. Ooh, Chris Keene, the coach for Florida Southern, with his hand up saying out. Doesn't look like he's going to go to the challenge. Let's see, man. He's walking over to the table, and he's going to talk to the official. Hasn't pulled it yet. Let's see if that decision pays off. And it pays off for the Seawolves, who now lead by 2. Timeout taken, Moccasins. Seawolves looking to try to force a fifth and deciding set, leading by 2 here with the serve in the 4th. Trailing, though, 2-1. Talia Lawanai gets it sent back to her for a point for the Mocs. One-point Anchorage lead. And now we're tied at 22. Team saying that they touched it. Coach is going to go right to the flag. So we're going to challenge here on the floor. Anchorage says, well, let's see. Did he put it down? Didn't convince him enough. That one stays in. And timeout. Taken by Chris Keene. 1 point away from the set and match. big point here for Anchorage. Down by 1. 23-22. FSC, I'm sure, would just love to serve it out. And Anchorage has other plans, and they tie it at 23. Eve Stevens, leader for both teams in the kill category to serve. He's been having a solid serve game this match. And they knock it out, and now we've got set point Seawolves. Stevens now kill total is at 28, and their second final timeout taken by head coach Chris Keene. Keep it here, we've got more coming up from the Denali State Bank Ice Jam Classic. Back out of the Moccasin timeout. Eve Stevens with a chance to tie the sets. 24-23, 2-1. Moccasin lead. Here we go. Blue with a dig, set. Stevens with a kill attempt, no good. And Anchorage gets it to drop, and they take set number 2, 25-23. We are going to a fifth and deciding set. Boy, Anchorage not going away. So we'll take a 3-minute break here and come back for the fifth and deciding set here from Fairbanks. Well, here we go for all the marbles. We're in the 5th set. Anchorage will start to serve. First to 15 by 2. We'll take it, and Moccasins draw first. Taking a look at these 25-22, 26-25. First 2 sets for Florida Southern. Anchorage 25-17 in the third, then 25-23 to even things at 2 apiece. Good early season match or test here for both squads. 2-0 now. Wow, what a dig in the backcourt. Now a long kill attempt from back there. And coming up with authority, Isabel Evans comes up with the kill, gets the Seawolves on the scoreboard. Again, next week these teams all start their respective division play. Seawolves in the GNAC, Great Northwest Athletic Conference, and then Florida Southern in the Sunshine State Division. They were the national runner-up in the NCAA Division II tournament 5 years ago. So a very skilled team for sure. That one's going to go off the fingertips for Anchorage, and now 3-2 Seawolves. And now a 2-point Moccasin lead. Seawolves on the attack, and again, Eve Stevens. Stevens now 28 kills unofficially, in fresh stat book. Nice layout by Floyd. Stevens at 29. And point Seawolves, and we're tied at 4. Talia Leoani. Nice serve, but a big dig in the backcourt. Leoani keeps it going with that dig. And Blue gets it off the side of the hand of one of the blockers. Seawolves, their first lead here in the 5th set. Third of the way. Coach Green in his 15th season with the green and gold. Yeah, I think they touched the court first. Findlay and Arkansas. Fort Smith coming up next, scheduled to start at 2:30. And it'll be at least 40 minutes late, probably an hour even. And a big kill comes in off a strong hit by Emma Shaddix. Tied at 6. Stevens goes in her motion, then pulls back. Now delivers. Peterman. Blues attempt. Put back. Stevens again. This one avoids the basket. Both teams just fighting for everything right now. Leoani sends it up. Blue collides with Galloway. And the Moccasins break the tie. Oh, trying to get it quickly dumped in there by Floyd, and it comes up short. And they're going to switch sides, 8-6, with the Moccasins on top. And we're back out of the switch, and then Anchorage took a timeout. So Anchorage down to their final timeout. And they get it up and over the defenders, over the blockers by Allie Travis. 3-point Moccasin lead. Again, fifth set to 15. Peterman, pay dirt. Wow, 23 kills for her now, and timeout Anchorage. Out of timeouts, down by 4. Going to stop the momentum if they can. Out of the final Seawolf timeout, Florida Southern yet to use one here. Now up by 4 in this 5th and deciding set. Free ball almost. Anchorage able to poke it over. And they get the block and it goes. 1 point at a time come the Seawolves. Jeannet and Plumhoff back in for Anchorage. Boy, Plumhoff goes way back up against the wall on that serve. Let's see if they're going to say it touched. Point Seawolves, though. Chris Keene says, no, we're not going to review. We're going to play on. Now lead down to 2. 2 straight points here for the Seawolves, trying to stay alive. Peterman with another big swing and starts it out. Wow, finding a spot close range is Morgan Word. 11-8 Mox. Man, dig in the back by Vermillion. And that one just goes wide. Super close call right there. Seawolves now down by 2. McKenna Lenikai. Peterman just pushes it up and over. Seawolves with an attack opportunity, and Stevens switches things up just like Peterman does, usually swinging away, and it brings Anchorage back within 1. McKenna Elenaki. And this time, Peterman again. Roundhouse swing to get the point. 12-10. Moccasins. And the block goes out. Point Seawolves still alive, clinging, clawing, hanging on, down by 1. Peterman swings away, free ball here, and dumped in perfectly by Madison Fowler. Boy, right in her wheelhouse right there, served up. But man, when Peterman is swinging away like that, look out. Not much Anchorage could do with that. Just get your hands out there and hope for the best. Hard line drive serve. Moccasins will just get it across. Tough swing almost behind the head. Stevens, free ball, Anchorage, and they pay that one back. Great job by Evans to make it a 1-point game again. 13-12. Well, these are things that build your team big time here. How do you handle the pressure? Good for the coaches to see who. There's a person who can handle it, and it brings up match point through Peterman. Peterman with 2 match points. Catches her breath, takes a stretch for the match. And it goes long, and the Moccasins hang on to take it in 5. 15-12, your final in the fifth and deciding set. So the Seawolves will go to 8-1, and the Moccasins will go to 4-1. And that'll wrap it up for us here. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We're going to work on it here between matches. So that's going to wrap it up here for game number 2, game number 3 of the afternoon, coming up in about 30 minutes.